restart this, I was able to actually find some music that works much better with TownScaper. I haven't started the app yet because I kind of like having the app starting. You know, at the beginning, so we all know where we're at. We're probably going to wind up poking our faces into one of my side gigs. So, yeah, let's see. What did I do that was special? There it is. It's got the special little tower on the side. That's us. In rainbow colors because I kind of like the Roy G. Biv thing. This is where we left off last. Now, I do like the music, but I do think it's a little loud. Doesn't offer much in the way of adjusting the music or whatnot. And it does have music. It's really nice. But my run-ins with posting on YouTube is that no matter how cool the music, it belongs to somebody. I've been having this idea to build houses at a really nice happy accident in my side game there, which I guess I'm mostly using for experimentation. Now, TownScaper isn't going to really be on the schedule. It's just going to be happening, you know, whenever. We do have a regular scheduled stream later today, about 1ish. Probably going to have to do it a little earlier because my father-in-law isn't coming. He didn't come Tuesday, so I was totally free. And I generally wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, 3:30. I slept in an hour. I decided not to go ride share now that I have the car back, which we got back yesterday afternoon. Alrighty then. There's no one here with me, but that's okay. Not a bad deal. One of the tricks to getting the and that little star in the middle is probably going to pose a problem. Yeah, this whole thing isn't going to work out. So we're just going to do whatever we want. We get lucky, get lucky. See, those little freaking stars sometimes can be a challenge. Try right there, and the answer is no. They're not across from each other, I see. Nope. Always like that. Okay. This is on a corner there. We'll just kind of dial it back a minute. Maybe right there. You sarsaparilla. Nope. Can't do it, can you? Don't like me, huh? There we go. A nice little green space in the middle. With shed. You're gonna have to add this playlist to my favorites. I have a cat that would like it. He's down with jazz. Out of even the dog's got her favorite song. Currently, Mr. Pooks has got a toy and wants someone to wake up and play with her, but not out here. But you can actually get a really good square going. I'm trying to replicate this. We have to literally have a good cross section, and every time it goes off the rails like that, we're not going to get that cross section that I'm shooting for to showcase this really awesome thing that this game does. Alright. Give it a... Probably going to have to make a really big place. Ah, there we go. Now, I actually was able to get a cross section earlier. Well, this is gonna probably do it. There it is. That's what I was gonna show you. Is I actually got a good cross section like that earlier today, or yesterday, and that was amazingly surprised. There's little surprises this game has when you least expect it. Including cool little moments where you get laundry between buildings. Sure, I have a lot of places with laundry in this one. One of the ones I'm working on the side has laundry everywhere. Well, maybe not everywhere, but in places I would not have suspected. I have one in an entryway. Like that. There's our apartment building. Might build one. Now, it's kind of weird because I could not replicate that with a tower that was like 50 high by itself for some reason. I almost think it has a lot to do with the shape or the fact that the building is bigger than that. I could not replicate it for my life. You know what I mean? I don't know what happened that we got that going the other time. It might have had a lot to do with the fact that we were doing a different color. Don't really want that there. Ah, poop. No cigar? There we go. So that's how you do it. Has to be a variegation in color. And there we go. So there has to be a change in color. Now I wonder if that works with a square. Oh, the things that we always like to invent. Or in this case, this game does not favor the purple. Hey, look. You gotta. Whoops. Alright, so it's repeatable at different sizes. That is really awesome. Q down, E up. D for no. There we go. It's nice. Orange and up. Now look at that. Very colorful. We lost one of our little towers though in the process. Well, yeah, we did. No, not doing that. Not enough. It's our selling feature for the property. Hello, viewer. It's nice to see you. Okay, that's too bright. See those laundry lines? Those are actually really handy in urban areas where you have some of those older Victorian houses. I actually like the one where we used to live in Oakland when I was younger. I mean, yes, I do have a washer and dryer. I do have an actual dryer now. Did not have an actual washing machine then either. Did clothing. Bathtub more times than not. Go. House with add-ons. There we go. We can replicate that. Put this bland house back somewhere. There we go. Now, I don't know about you, but I do some horrible stuff that I don't think is normal on Twitch. I'm gonna sneak away, listen to music, and make a cup of tea. And fight a cat for a counter. It's really early in the morning. Well, as far as most people are concerned, but since I have a viewer, I'm assuming that you're up rather late and might be getting ready for bed. Or it's just your time of day to wake up and it's kind of nice to walk away and come back and listen to the plop plop of TownScaper. Oh, I don't need that much for green tea. I don't know what's wrong with me. I think I need a whole bunch of Truvia for that. I don't know what your tea of choice or coffee of the morning is. We're gonna do a sencha from Trader Joe's. Mostly because of the lovely properties of helping with keeping the lungs clear. When you have asthma, every little bit can help. And I'm lucky enough that I don't need medication every day. Not that my doctor hasn't tried, but I'm not into, what is it, steroids. You can live without them. Alright. Beverage of choice. You're still here. Thank you. And here we go. Random color. I think we need to branch away from our apartment complex there, because that is actually a rather nice looking place. I really like it when companies decide on not going pastel. I like pastels and their own flavor, but usually coupled with stronger colors. Although I am working on the monochromatic white city, because I'm just kind of curious about that. I think we're going to leave that wide avenue there. No, we can't have a happy accident. No building here. It's not zoned for houses. It's zoned for road. Alright. Now, I have experimented with roads. This could technically be a road. The way it worked out. Don't really know. Can make it do that crossroady thing. Okay, looks like we can. And there we go. If it's not centered, we can work with that. Try right there. Grab your color. No, that's not your color. What the deal is. Colors at the bottom don't have numbers. So we'll do that. There we go. Better. Now we have a pleasant walk. We've employed a few people to keep the grounds up because that guy, that's the cottage for that guy. Possible we could do that there, but that's not what that building is. It's a central building. Need to control the entrances. I am wondering if a large green space can be made with multiple entrances and exits, but it's extremely, the way the grid's laid out, it would, they keep dropping these little star shapes in there, and then it's like, how can we do it? Where can we put it? Where can we experiment with this? I want to see Biffa plays indie games tackle TownScaper. That's what I want to do. Alrighty. This is an avenue, so can put a house there. Preferably in some other color. Kind of a nice little lean-to. There we go. Put a house there. Nope, don't like that. Nope. It's all fun and games until someone decides they don't like it, doesn't work out. Nope, that's road. We can put a house right there. Look, we still have road. Probably that. The whole house out of this. Victorians built a lot of very narrow houses. Seems that we're at the end of our map, so we're give ourselves a little buoy there. And while the houses were narrow, they did go up. And then they were later, some of them were turned later into apartment buildings with a narrow side staircase. Some of them might have actually been built that way. I had a neighbor who had an entire, I think the entire top floor, or the entire half of a top floor of a large old Victorian place in Oakland, over on what is now Old Grove Street, or as they renamed it, Martin Luther King. Goes all the way up to Berkeley. We lived in, I'm sad to say, the building next door that became a duplex that had a housekeeper's, cottage underneath the building behind the garage, and a driver or chauffeur's or groundskeeper cottage in the back. It was a one-bedroom house. Wasn't very big, but it had everything you needed. It had a kitchen, bathroom, a washroom. And I think the washroom was added on at a later date. Wasn't bad. Well, a nice thing about this TownScaper is that you can drive and steer and build while holding a cat. I am doing exactly that. Alright. Move away from our tower of happiness. I should consider putting in a harbor. I literally would have to figure out how to build warehouses. Fill that in. Motorize that grill. Grid. It's a grill, alright. Yes, it is a grill. Okay. There we go. This is the no copyrights sounds, coffee, jazz, piano music. I don't even want to... And it's on YouTube. I like to give these people props because, they save a lot of problems for games that have soundtracks. I'm pretty sure Grand Theft Auto cannot play that game without having problems with copywriting. I mean, come on, there's even Snoop Dogg on that thing. And he's got a Snoop Bounce that came out this recently on Spotify. It is so smooth and funky. He's also featured on one of Datstick's dubsteps. I like him because he's kind of smooth and funky for a rapper. Good to have your own style. Don't sound like everyone else. Alright. and it seems like you pick up a phone, and this jealous little cat, Mr. Pooks, goes on her merry way. I'm down with that. Might be looking into the other world again. The look on her face is priceless. This happened to be orange, huh? I contemplate leaving that just like it is. But then again, I just have to try. Fascinated with this little thing they've got going on in this game. The creation of... Nope, not gonna happen, not there. Nope. We can get a green space, yes. But you'll notice that everything has to be like the right color. This. Make a bigger house. Oh, you just... okay. So, it technically be there. Nope. Corner pocket. Well, it'll just give them some access. Have a nice little neighborhood area. I really wanted a green space in there, but you know, can't have everything. We can at least get in and out and have a place for the kids to play. We all know how that is. Pick a color that'll match. Whoops. Whoa, no, 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 no. Bad accident, bad accident. Probably should institute a rule where if I plop it, it stays. Just for some random, just for some chaos. We already don't know what we're doing because there is no plan. The plan is to build and see when we all get bored with this one. Which is really easy for me, but I'm gonna try to stick with this one. And how low can you go? Alright, we have a color. mind having some greenscape. You know, plop plops where you can plop some greenscape at will. Make a park. Grid on, grid off. There we go. Let's create a little buffer here. Really don't think this is the right neighborhood for this. One of the only neighborhoods was actual good straights. Straightness. Yeah, that's our thing, is we need straightness for a little bit. Alright. town really gives a lot of care into even its warehousing district. What we're gonna put here is this. There we go. Warehouse with ale. You know, that's almost too easy, okay? And though I really would have liked to have had shipyard here, we're just gonna make it here. It's a nice representation. we've done a 999 clicks this morning. Wow. In an hour, that's kind of scary. We're having visitations by the Joker, Mr. Pooks, who's a girl kitty. She got her name because of a D&D game. And she proved to be just as much of a joker as the character in the game. And Mr. Pooks is actually a black cat in Rama Spar in our weekly D&D game. You know, we haven't played a game with Mr. Pooks in it in a long time now. Cat, unbeknownst to the cat is the personal pet of an immortal, so it's been bequeathed with some abilities like intelligence. The cat is extremely intelligent. Used to belong to an old dark-skinned lady at one point in his existence when he was really young, before he took the notice of this prankster immortal in the realm. That's the mythos. And the cat almost quit his job as the pet of this, you know, immortal of, you know, jokes and levity, when it almost blew his personal servant up inside of a, you know, a deep pocket of sorts in a hat, in his wizard's hat. And so it's always fun when you have a D&D game and the GM is loosey-goosey about things like spell components and thematics, which is hand gestures. And I kind of took it a little far. I was in the mind of the cat. The cat's like patron deity, is his own so-called owner of sorts. And the cat says, okay, we need to make a noxious fume. Oh god, can I pull a cat fart out of myself? And he farted and casted a spell, because that was his spell component. Supposed to use sulfur, but you know, you gotta use what you gotta use and improvise. Like I said, our GM's a little nice. And then sometimes he cusses at us a lot. Cusses at us for not going down a dungeon in the way of which stairs are designed. And we almost died once recently because it seems that when we fell into the hole, we fell into the forge of the King of Hell, his personal smith. And in the process, it seems that the local cleric or priest, she's not a healer of no brands. Not when you hand out, you know, nanotubes full of healing ability. Healing kits, everyone's given 10 of those and told you're on your own during a fight because I follow the deity of war. As she has great wrist strength because she inside of her robe she has a holster for her holy symbol, which is a 50 caliber handgun. And when we talk about her, we always talk about her having Catherine Janeway's voice from Star Trek Voyager, because that is the voice she should have. It seems right that she would talk like Captain Janeway. Does she have a sense of humor? Oh, she's got a better sense of humor than you could tell, but it's really one of those characters where the character is super serial all of the time, but yet when you look at her from the outside in, she's insanely funny. It's that straight man to Jerry Lewis. Or on the other hand, we have this teleportation person who ports enemies into walls, which kills them instantly, of course, or damages them heavily. Or into each other, for that matter, because who gives a crap about the math involved? just needed to go into the wall, so she actually saved us from the Hellfire Forge. The priest lost her concentration check when they were dropped into the hole, skipping this floor number 2, which was completely stocked, full of things. But here's the funny thing, the GM never made the floor. The GM says, you guys drop down to the 3rd floor from the 1st floor of the dungeon, and I hate you guys. And then he says, well, we can't play this game. And I'm like, talking because the GM's my husband. And I'm like, so why don't you just use the floor number 2? And he says, I can't. I didn't make it. Because you guys never go through a dungeon. I didn't go beyond. I didn't make anything beyond the 1st level because I knew better. And I'm like, so you couldn't use that one. You couldn't use the 2nd dungeon level because it's not the 3rd dungeon level, which you did make. That was the crux of it, yes. Second of all, you're not supposed to be on speaking terms with the guy whose dungeon this is. And I'm like, well, that's just too damn bad. I can't help it if I'm traveling with his great-grandmother. Well, my character anyway. Not that the lady's any help at all. Just because somebody's deity shows up doesn't necessarily mean... Of course, I admit that my character might have said, well, you know how my boss is, you know? We gotta do this ourselves, you know? Us kids gotta do it ourselves. So, you wanna hang out? So, we've got this priest of war walking in the background with the Mother of Gods, having a conversation about her relationship with my character's deity, patron deity, and all the while there's combat going off all over the place, and the cleric, this priest, is not healing. I don't even think in this particular dungeon she's taken her holy symbol out once. I mean, seriously, I mean, after the whole thing with the... we have more things happen in that game that has nothing to do with dungeon crawling. Oh, we can't do anything with this anymore, that's... Okay. Anyway, on the ship alone, we get experience points for role-playing our characters, and my character's sipping a cup of tea, and somebody shoots the table Barry. Now, the story with Barry is this. We have, as I said, we're a very inventive group, and we have an off-the-wall player who likes to test the system of the realm of Spar because it's definitely 3.5 D&D that's been modified to handle cesium and water and other such little cool things like handguns and stuff. Programmers, man, they should not DM, really. Things are too detailed at some point, but not that bad. It's not like playing like MechWarrior or something where the setup is murder. And so what happened is that, well, we're en route after hiring a fellow dude named Bradshaw. And he came, you know, somebody needed to get in, you know, the whole getting into party thing. So we hired a dude. And then we hired a dude who was in a military academy with some ruler's wife who went as a normal person. This ruler's spouses run around as normal people all the time. They don't even think about the fact that it could be considered, you know, worth ransoming. Which is really, you know, funny because the guy does not ransom his spouses for nobody's business. So anyway, by and large of it is that the medic is evil. The rest of the party is questionable. The mercenary that was hired, he might be chaotic good because some stuff bugs him, and I mean bugs him. And so what happens is that we had a criminal, aka a pirate, who due to the philosophy of my character's deity, they felt no compunctions about this guy experimenting on this pirate. They did hire him because he did come with good references. And he's on retainer indefinitely because his research is being sent to Research into Divine, and it's a short and long story. Is he's got patrons that are collecting his research, and he manages to roll dice well enough to turn this dude into a table, a living, breathing, thinking table. So they put it in the kitchen on the ship. And we're not talking a yacht, we're talking a space corvette with weapons and all that. It's a small ship, but it's capable of holding its own. And while that's going on is that they're messing with the table. They are literally forking with the table. The table's definitely unhappy with it, for sure. And nobody tells the mercenary about the table. Now, the player knew about the table, but that's metagaming. We don't like we're not down with metagaming. So, the table makes a noise of some kind, or moves, groans, something, vibrates, does something untable-like. Bury the table, frightens the mercenary, who pulls out his gun and shoots the table dead. And I'm serious, somebody did say, you didn't have to shoot that poor defenseless table. And this is where it gets really messed up, is the GM, when you pray to the deity, well, in my case, my character prayed to all of the gods of the realm, of course, and their angels, and the primordials, and all of that, spread across this. Somebody was bound to answer. So, I roll my dice. I roll my D100, and I'm like, ain't nothing gonna happen, because you know at level 2, you cannot resurrect anything. Not even a gnat. So, it seems the angel of Yah, of innovation, says, wow, that table's, that was innovative how that table came to be. And so, the table was resurrected. After that, things with the table got even weirder. They stopped torturing the table. Remember, this table used to be a criminal, a pirate. So anyway, Althea, the priest, goes, praise the gods and all that. Funniest shit ever. Oops, excuse me, sorry. I'm supposed to make this good for kids. Funniest thing ever. And she says, the table is now buried, the holy relic. Bury the table, holy relic of innovation. We need to drop the table off at innovation. It's temple, one of the innovation's temples. So now they are, in addition to looking for artifacts, so that her deity's spouse doesn't have to go out and do it, they now have to bury the holy relic table of innovation to a temple of innovation. That's how that came about. Hi, wow, we've got 3 people. Hello. And I'm a little slow, so I will show the whole city. This is like hour 2.20. I have 2 monitors, so I didn't actually get to see all that. Sir Tuti. This is the city. This is actually my smallest one, but we're taking our time at it. We have just put in the harbor and the warehousing. Sorry, I'm a little slow. My alerts don't seem to work. Every now and then I will show the entire city when I pause. And that is like one of the weirdest things we've had in our D&D game. All right, there you go, a whole city. If you're still here, I hope you're still here. I'm so sorry, I didn't see your post. Wow. Everybody disappeared suddenly. Anyway, I am grateful to have 3 people at a time. Alright, let's get back to this. Interesting little place right there. So you know I do accept color requests. I couldn't resist that, okay? It's just too easy. Hello. Welcome aboard. I do take color requests for new buildings. So far, no one's wanted a color. Okay, it's official. There's 15 colors. Red will be number 1. And white would be 15. Alright. Looks like a good spot. You got a color request? Anybody? Y'all are gonna make me roll again, because that's what I do when I'm getting ready to make a big building. In general, I might actually have a story for just about everything. So, challenge accepted on one-word topic. Alright, we're gonna go with 6 here, so let's see, that's 4 or 5. Oh, it's gonna be green. That's a terrible place for green. Alright. Slap the grid down. See what we're gonna get out of this. Right. Alright, that's as close to a square as we're getting. So, there's nothing like being in the middle of something and getting visitation by a cat. They seem to think that your mouse pad is like the thing to do, and oh my god, look, there's dice on the table. Alright, with the grid out of the way, go back to seeing what we can get out of this. Nope, not that one. There we go. There we go. I have a spot for them, but I think the shelf for the monitors is too small, too short. How the heck did we get on to orange? What I'm working on is trying to keep visual interest. I've seen some really bland houses since I started being a rideshare driver. Some of the neighborhoods you walk down, and every house looks like it's cut like a piece of cake from some other house. The sides are the only real visual interest is when you look at the house straight on, but if you look down the side of the house, the roof is anything but complete. It's just one big wall, just this angle and a straight wall of siding. Look at the front, you got dormers and roof line. When you look at the older houses on bigger pieces of property, sides of the house, you can see the roof lines are designed to be nice even on this when you're looking at the side, not just when you're looking at the house. The roof line is even nice in the back. Here we go with our nighttime view of the city, including our docks, port, apartment complex, of course. Here's that view. I guess that's the snowscape view, I'm not sure. I don't ever read the instructions to games. And this is, I don't know what this is, but it's all color and it allows the lights to be on at night. Very cartoony. Kind of an indie game-ish kind of thing. Look to it. Personally prefer this view. Guess we should have a little bit of daytime morning. Lighting in this game is actually really well done. As you can have sun. you can take a picture of sun. You can actually screenshot too. To be honest, the sun would probably come out here at the middle of the day, depending on the year. Just gonna be lazy and stick it there. I like this game too. I just didn't see it on Switch until after I saw the trailer, and by that time I had coughed up my Steam wallet and paid for it. I didn't have any money otherwise, but I seem to have had enough money on Steam to buy it. I have a Switch, but I never remember to take it with me places. And do you mean those thumbnail views? The music that I have playing is on oh god, I can't even say it. It's on YouTube. It's no copyright sounds, the jazz piano. I've been looking for something for this game. Because it's really you know, this is supposed to be a relaxing game. Yeah, the music is nice. It's just when I upload this to YouTube, I try to be really careful with music. I've had to actually go, no, what? I have to remove that music? But it came with the game. It did. You guys can pick a color if you want. Red being 1, white being 15. If you want the next building color to be picked out. So far, I've had no takers. Yeah, the music for this game is really nice. Hey, you were my first one. Wow. Alright. 1, 2. I think I can do it. There we go. That's 10. Alright. Let's pick a place where it will not blend in. Like, that's it right there. You want an internal greenscape too? I'm going to build another apartment complex, but it's gonna have to be a little different. That green one was okay, but it wasn't what I was shooting for. It is a nice color. Here's a pretty blue. I think I'm not going to do any more rainbow towers like that. Anyone else for a color choice? Should ask the cat, but they have a habit of deleting things with their toes. Oh, now you come back to me. All right. Sure. Next one. That actually will be a good combination. So, Pecubles. I think this game could use a greenscape button. It can be just as random as the building button, but I want a greenscape button. I don't want to just have to use walls to make greenscapes. There we go. Weirdest building yet, but there we go. I don't think those will turn out all that well. I've actually used them side by side. In one of my other games. See what we can both do right in this area. This is 13. I think that 13 is lighter than 14. That's 13. That's 14. There's not a lot of contrast between them. Try this. See what the map does. Because we have the grid off right now. It's actually kind of cute. That is literally 13 and 14. 13 being kind of like an orange taupe. The other one being more of a brown. It would probably be easier if it was like orange and one of the two of those. See? A little bit more contrast, especially when that 13 is involved. But we'll leave this here. I use those to actually do fill-in buildings. There's a cute little neighborhood. Sure, they have their own story. Ooh, I heard a clothesline. Got the clothesline. Nobody? What do you mean there's nobody with a clothesline? I heard a clothesline. It has clothesline sounds. There we go. Go with a 13 and 15. I don't know if that's a clothesline or it's, you know, something. Probably sounds like a clothesline though. Yeah, it looks like a clothesline. That looks like a clothesline. That looks like a banner. I will call this the Peculbs neighborhood. I won't be remember the name later unless someone's here next time. I've been thinking of adding this particular game to my schedule. Time won't be determined, it'll probably be random. Because I am doing that casual Final Fantasy play. That economizes the time and motion to get through the story content. Not bad at 2 hours, 4 days a week. I should probably do a weekend run where we just play till we drop. Well, I think that's going to be about it for today. Thank you for showing up. Nanu Nanu. See you next time.